We are rolling. What does that even mean? We're rolling on 4 4s.
Why do they say we're rolling?
I'm not sure.
Oh, you know, because of film roll?
I guess so. Yeah, I guess back in the day.
Movies?
Yeah, you got to roll.
True. It's tipping on 4 4s.
Tipping on. Okay, see.
Now, do they record movies in? Do they still? You still use film, right? Or do they do digital now?
Well, mostly digital, but now it's hipster to go film.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the directors, but like Oppenheimer was on film.
Yeah, 70
it's
millimeter.
Way more expensive. That's what.
Now, Matthew, let me ask you a question. You're a photography guy,
right?
To blow up a picture, right? Do you go like? Is it like higher quality to go film, medium format, or large format, or digital? What do you think is going to be a clearer, more concise, beautiful picture? I don't know.
To me, the sensors on the newer cameras are just better.
Really?
You're not going to get
the
the
film, huh?
To me, you're not going to. I've never developed film like that, like professional film. I've always done digital, so I'm not an expert in it. But the quality of the sensors now, depending on what camera you have, I'm sure there's a lot of factors. You know, how well the camera. But if you get the same photographer taking the same picture with the same settings on 2 cameras.
Like they say, for example, for audio, right? Like the true audio files, like they say, if you use vinyl, for example, there's no segmented sound or whatever. I mean, I'm not. My hearing is not that acute. But what do you think? You're.
I think your hearing's very cute.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I've heard that before.
You're not the first to say that, actually.
Yeah, I mean, with digital, as far as quality goes, people say they can hear. It's more of a robotic sound, even in the lossless files that Apple pushes out. Whereas analog, which is records,
Los Feliz, I've been there before.
I don't like that jab at Apple, but it's okay.
Yeah, album is going to be. Pretty arguably the greatest replication.
I mean, that's why they remaster everything, right? Because the digital file is better and it's higher quality. And
it's
easier to,
that part. Easier to distribute. You know, it's easier to buy a song
but
off
the purists say that the vinyl, right, is.
If you want to hear how Marvin Gaye recorded it, you get a record.
But you're listening to it on the head. You have to have the right speakers or headphones. There's so many factors. So.
Yeah, of course.
I love the sound. I do love the sound of playing a vinyl record on an actual machine, and you hear that kind of scratch, that little fuzz.
So warm.
It does make a difference.
But if you were to take a picture of that vinyl record, the digital picture would be clearer, right?
Exactly.
A never-ending cycle.
That is correct. I think the layman, they're not going to notice.
No, nobody cares.
Same thing.
That's the
visual.
sad thing now. Nobody really cares.
I'm that way with visual. People will say, "Look at the screen," and look, I'm a victim of that. I spent a lot of money to go up to Dallas to watch Oppenheimer on 70 millimeter, and when I was done, I thought, "Well, that was neat," but
it wasn't worth the.
It wasn't. But I had to try it because it was such a.
You realize how much technology is advancing when you see them next, like one TV next to the other TV.
Right.
For example, on TVs, right?
Correct.
Like
Dude,
if you
just
had
look
a
at
TV,
phones.
if you had the lower quality one at your house, it's beautiful, it's awesome. But you see it next to the next generation thing, and it's like, oh my God, it's like completely right.
Perfect example of that is I was on vacation and I went with my wife. We went to Disney again. We gave money more to the mouse. I have an iPhone 13. She has the new 15. The low light quality on the 15, the video is insane. The difference.
Better.
It's only two phone difference.
Right.
2 generations.
I mean, night and day difference.
Night and day, I like that.
Yeah.
Pun intended, yes. But man, the quality's crazy, and it's only 2 years. Imagine if you go back to like an iPhone 5.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
well, remember when the first
disgusting
camera phones came out? How cool it was that you could take this pixelated picture. You know, there's your head.
The razors.
Yeah, the razors your head. Yeah.
You know, it's a lot has changed, man.
All right, let that breathe for a minute. We don't have to fill every second with sound. Speaking of technology, we were talking the other day at my day job about how some technology was good but went away just because people weren't ready for it yet. Case in point, the Concorde from New York to France or London cut the time from 7.5 hours to 3.5 hours.
Right.
And it was extraordinary machinery. The aerodynamics of this plane flew faster than the speed of sound. You could cut literally not 10% of your flight time, but literally over half of the flight time from New York to London
For 50 times the price.
Well, of course.
That's what it was.
Yeah, that's exactly what ended up happening. But
we actually went the other way. We had
Plus, there was
things
one that blew up. There was like a Concorde model, a Russian plane that exploded, I think.
There was an accident.
It's a buzzword. Be careful with that one.
Oh, yeah, the explosion or Russian. Russian and explosion.
Yeah.
But The point being is that technology was so advanced and we weren't ready for it. Whereas if people wanted more of it, they would have found a way to get the cost down. Like Teslas right now are so ridiculously
affordable.
Relatively affordable now
in comparison.
Correct.
Well, it's like back in the day. If big screen TV was thousands and thousands, and then now you can get them for $5.99.
We give them away when you buy a car.
Is that true?
What?
You knew that, right? Yeah, of course you did.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Classic
that's pretty good. Yeah.
That was called playing along for the radio.
That's exactly. Very good.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, we're doing a bit here, guys. By the way, look, we're 6 minutes into the show already. We haven't even introduced ourselves.
Oh, good Lord, that's true.
That might be the first time.
Are we on the show? Is it live?
Yeah, no, we're here.
Oh,
hello.
Good Lord.
Am I here? Is this me? Jennifer's to my right. Matthew's to my
what is this?
Right,
11 o'clock.
My 1 o'clock.
Well, it's a digital image. It's a digital image.
It's it's
almost the same thing.
Frank is to
really
my
high quality.
Frank is to my 11 o'clock, and I am to my 0.
Well,
I am to where I am.
Yeah.
This is the Carbingo show on 950 KPRC here every Saturday at 4 o'clock. Look, I had no clue you'd get a free TV with the purchase at Classic Elite.
Yeah, Monday through Friday before noon. You buy a car at Classic Elite and you get a flat screen TV. Yeah,
I had no idea.
Where 10 years ago, like to Matthew's point, you pay thousands for the same TV.
Right.
That's fantastic. Okay,
It's not like
not millions.
It's not like your old tube TV you're trying to throw away.
No,
it's a nice one.
Not, no.
There's TVs now that make HD TVs look like what HD TVs made analog TVs look like.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Isn't that crazy?
It's unbelievable. Now the problem is the content. You can't find 16K content or 8K content right now. Unless you go to the Sphere in Las Vegas and you watch U2.
Well, some of us can. Some of us can. Some of us go multiple times.
Listen, guys.
Some of us work, buddy.
Yeah. Well, I do too. That's how I can afford to not pay my mortgage, but rather Bono's mortgage.
I think his is covered, man. You
think he's good?
Yeah,
you think he's set?
So.
There's something that tells me
he probably lives like in a teepee somewhere. They're such a cool dude.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, man,
in the Arctic or something.
The experience of that is probably worth the money.
I think next week we should go.
Do the Carbingo show from there.
Yeah. We can expense that,
Live
right?
from Vegas.
Yeah.
We can expense it. All right. Well, we got to run to break. We got bills to pay, so we're going to run to break. We'll be right back. This is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC. All right, we are back. I am Ramon Robles along with Frank Rios, Matthew Barroso, and Jennifer. We are the Carbingo Show. I was thinking during the break, a lot of random things, but point is carbingo.com is the website. Sell the vehicle, right?
Yes.
Carbingo is going to make you a great offer. Sell the vehicle. Then you can go to Classic Elite Chevy, Sugarland.
Yep.
Buy a car.
Yeah.
And if you do it before noon, does that still include the TV?
Absolutely. Monday through Friday before noon, you get a free flat screen TV when you purchase your car. Just you need to know that. Yeah.
That's
Plus,
nice.
it gives you, like, if you were to sell your car to Carbingo, which is the fastest bid in the planet, put your information in on carbingo.com. Within seconds, you're going to get a bid. If you like the bid, we'll go to your house, pay the house, and then you have a time frame to come buy a car at Classic Elite, and you get that tax savings, and you get the TV if you go Monday through Friday before noon. So a lot of pluses just by visiting our website, carbingo.com or classicelite.com as well. You get all that information there too.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
What an empire y'all are building. This is fantastic.
We're trying to help people.
Speaking of empires, speaking of building, tomorrow, our beloved Astros play the nasty candy from baby stealing Texas Rangers.
I gotta admit, man, they have some very cool jerseys this season.
The Rangers?
That
they're
little
pretty neat.
second jersey that they made, the alternate jersey.
Yeah.
It's pretty slick.
It's pretty good for people who like to beat up old women.
That's true too. Yeah.
Or steal baby candy.
Allegedly. Yeah. Still candy from babies.
It's cool. It's a cool logo though.
Okay.
From a
Rangers
graphic point, I like it.
Yeah. No, you're right. From a graphics point of view, they are very nice. And look, if the Astros were still awful, I would be rooting for the Rangers. I never rooted against them, even until the Astros started getting better. And
The
we
only
had a
Ranger that is worthy of rooting was Nolan Ryan, and that's it.
Okay.
Everyone else,
I respect that. They're not the Dallas Cowboys. Okay. I don't like the Rangers. I'm just saying, different circumstances, different time. I could see myself pulling for them. They've crapped the bed with that because of this season and their attitude that they had towards the Astros. Yeah. But my point,
the kids would call them haters.
Yeah. They hate us because they ain't us.
Right.
Okay, but here's the situation. We've been to the ALCS now 7 years in a row.
You on the team?
Yep.
Nice.
That's why I emphasize we. ALCS 7 years in a row. I don't
That's
know if any
insane.
other teams
Yeah.
have done that, but that is phenomenal.
Nah, it's nuts.
There's
and
been
they
a
won
f-
most of them.
There's been a few we've lost, and it sucked. It hurt. It was bad. If we lose to the Rangers, that's going to be the worst of all the defeats.
To lose to your own team, like in Texas.
That's going to be the. I would have taken another defeat
anybody
somewhere
else,
else versus what's going to
I don't
happen
think
tomorrow.
we are, though.
I don't think we are either. We boned them in the regular season, which doesn't mean anything.
They're rolling right now, man.
So are the Astros.
No,
It's gonna
I
be
meant
a
the
good
Astros
game.
are
Oh,
rolling.
yeah. Sir?
It'll be a good game for sure.
It'll be a good series.
I went to the opening game for the division series.
Oh, really?
It was. We had a guy sitting in front of us that was, let's say, he had one too many.
Oh, boy.
maybe one, just one.
Oh,
So he was having fun, right?
Yeah.
He had a Carlos Correa shirt on. Carlos Correa's on the Twins. We
Yeah.
just beat the Twins, and every time Correa went on to the thing, he would turn his jersey inside out, and he would scream the whole time while he's at bat. Carlos Correa sucks. This guy sucks. He sucks, man. And I was sitting pretty close to the field, so you could tell that the players could kind of hear it.
Yep.
Because you'd hear him, you see him kind of like, what's going on?
Yeah.
It's crazy over there. It was fun.
Wow. Look
It's always fun to be.
pants.
It's always
Going
fun to. Yeah, some of us go, to the Sphere. Some of us go to the.
Going to baseball games, sitting close to the players. Wow.
I got lucky. We'll
Close
call it
enough
that.
for them to hear them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty damn close, dude.
Huh. Nice.
Wink, wink.
So our money's going to be on the Astros to win.
I think so.
Yes.
I almost want to go buy a mattress so I can get it for free.
Correct. Well, I think it's too late.
Is it too late?
I think.
I thought it was up until World Series.
Oh,
I thought it
maybe
was.
it is. Don't quote me on that.
Can we call Mattress Matt?
Yeah, I got him.
Okay,
Get him
cool.
on the phone real quick.
Yeah. Let's get him. Let's get a call.
See what
in,
it says.
bro.
Let's see.
We got him on speed dial.
Yeah, I actually kind of do.
You do? Oh, well, excuse me. I have some Astros players'
I was just
numbers.
kidding.
See, look at that. I don't,
Look
want, I don't,
at
want, I don't want the
you.
camera
Wow.
to
Let me
see
see. What's 281? Let me get the number.
that. You know, it's funny. He has given out his cell number over the air before.
281-834-8004.
Is that a thing?
I don't think I said that number right.
Houston
Forgive
thing,
me,
right?
Houston people.
Yeah. What was that?
That's Mike Jones.
Mike Jones.
Don't act like you don't know the name.
Was he a rapper?
Houston rapper.
Okay, I know of him, but I don't know him.
He had a song where he rapped out his actual phone number
Oh my lord!
to make it like, hey, I got a Houston phone number.
Yeah.
And the number just exploded.
And did people call?
There's a lot of people like that laugh that number is still in circulation. So random people will get it.
Oh wow!
And so all of a sudden they just get Mike Jones, Mike Jones, Mike Jones, Mike Jones.
Very
funny.
nice. All right, so we got to enter it into record before the series starts tomorrow. We'll wrap it up here, but we think the Astros are going to win. Frank, how many games?
I don't know. They're going to win, though.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's best of seven.
7, yeah.
I think
So
they'll win in 5.
They win in 5. Oh, really? Well,
Yeah,
that's good.
screw the Rangers, man.
All right, I'm going to say Frank says 6 games. Matthew says 5.
I said
Jennifer?
5.
I'll say 4.
Okay, Jennifer says 4.
You're gonna sweep?
Yeah, she's going to
She doesn't
say.
even know what that
Can they
means.
win it in 3?
No, they
Why
got to
not?
win 4 games.
But they need to give up right there.
That's right. The Rangers could
sweep?
forfeit.
They probably would.
They're probably like, no mas. We're
No
done.
mas.
We're done.
Yeah, I'm just
The
picking
polar
4 because it's my
Roberto
lucky
Duran.
number.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Yeah, fantastic. Okay.
The statistical odds of that are
Can
very
they
low.
draw like 33 and like a 4?
No, they can't. They can't.
They go to
tie
extra
Frank.
innings?
No, they can't have a perpetual extra innings. It never
It's
ends.
no soccer.
All right.
That happens in soccer, and what other sport has draws?
Hockey?
Does
now?
hockey have draws?
Or do they do shootouts now? And
Chess.
Chess? Is that true?
I
Yes.
don't know if chess is
Absolutely.
a
Check
sport.
out the brains on Brad dropping
No,
chess.
no, I meant it's not a sport necessarily. I wouldn't.
What is it? What is it then again?
Uh-oh.
I said a game, like a sport.
Speaking
You
of
know
games,
what I meant.
You said game, though.
You know what I meant.
Speaking of games, that's why we call you our work wife, Frank, because
Whatever.
I have literally never said that. Let that be on the record.
Let them be on the record.
listen to this.
nice.
A new study claims coin tosses are not random after all.
Is that a game?
Then coin toss? Sure, why not?
Heads is more apparent.
A new
is
study
heavier.
has found that coin tosses actually have a slight tendency to land on the same side they started from. The study recorded more than 350,000 coin flips, and they found that coins landed on the same side 51% of the time, rather than it being completely random.
51% is pretty normal. Like
It's
51.
half.
I know, but that's
More
what I'm
than
saying.
half.
It's
Well,
not.
yeah, but it's barely. I mean, it's like.
I thought you were gonna say like 70-30
Nope.
split.
No,
51
but
is
roulette in Vegas has built casinos based on the fact that there's that green button, that green number.
Oh, yeah.
That tilts things.
But that's like 1 in 36. Not well. That's I don't know.
Because you can bet red and black.
What's 1% of 350,000 or whatever? 300,000.
Yeah,
Is that
don't get me to do math.
Yeah, wrong
But
table,
the point
man.
is that 1% gives you so much of an edge.
I guess
Especially
so.
if you
I guess so,
extrapolate
yeah,
that over 1,000, times or whatever.
My question is, whose thumb flipped it 130?
350,000.
I would assume it's a
A
robot,
guy named
right?
Bill.
Probably a little robot.
No, let's see here. Back.
It's okay.
Who
We don't
did
need
that? A new
We
study
don't need
that
the
says-
guy's
well,
name.
back in 2007, researchers from Stanford did the math and determined that same thing. So this study actually reinforces what they said. Now, the caveat is, in both of those experiments, the coins were flipped and then caught. So there was no letting the coin fall
Hit
to the
the
ground
ground.
and bounce.
Ah.
So that's the caveat. So if you want it to be more random, let it bounce. But it's
So if the guy had longer arms, it could have been like 51% the other way.
It's chaos theory, right? Like
Yes.
on Jurassic Park when he drops the little bead
Yeah.
of water. It's basically that.
Yep. Are we excited for Halloween yet?
Can you imagine those guys?
Yeah.
I was like, what are we doing today, Bill? I don't know. Let's
Flipping a
flip the coin
coin
350,000 times.
And then enter it into it. You
Yeah.
got to enter it into the record. But that's fascinating because here we thought 50-50.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not. So
I feel like that's this information nobody
Now,
asked
how much
for.
of those guys get paid?
the researchers,
researchers,
they
to
probably
flip
have
coins.
some sort of grant
I can't.
that we paid
Yeah.
for.
That's
My
very
thing
nice.
is why. That's the real question. Why is nobody asking? Why do we care about this answer?
All right, here's what's going to
So you
happen.
can call heads
Better
or
betting
tails,
on
dude.
Super Bowls.
Better betting on Super Bowls. Well, they let the coin bounce in Super Bowls, but if you're ever doing a random thing and you get to call it,
That's what this show does. It gives you the facts you want.
when it comes to being a degenerate gambler, there is no better show to turn to. Carbingo.com.
You know, it's not a gamble
Go
selling
for
your car with Carbingo.
Take it
Absolutely.
home. That's exactly.
It ain't no coin toss, I'll tell you that.
Well,
You're gonna get top dollar
What a
every
segue.
time.
and if you are a degenerate gambler and you need money,
There's a 100% chance you'll get money for your car.
Yes,
those are the
maybe
best
not
odds.
100%.
can't beat that one.
Let me tell you
More money
something.
than anybody.
Speaking of gambling, I went to Vegas and I got lucky on craps.
Nice.
I mean,
Wow.
I was on literally a roll.
It wasn't a crapshoot.
I think it was 30 tosses that I got before I finally crapped out. But
That's amazing, actually.
it took
What
about
are the odds of that?
the 25. Well, if you flip
1
a
in
coin,
30?
yeah, I don't know what the odds are, but
Did you say, Daddy needs a new pair of shoes?
yeah,
Boom.
quite
So
often.
everybody loved you at the table. Everybody was making money. You didn't crap out. That's
30
awesome.
at least 30 minutes.
Did
I
you
mean-
make money? Because you know, sometimes you're at the crap table
Yeah.
where you're probably like,
Oh no!
You were
after
betting
so
the
many,
right-
after so many bets, I raised what I was betting.
yeah,
So and then obviously you're going to lose eventually. But by the time you
Right.
lose what you've bet,
sure.
you've already made.
You were betting the field and all kinds of different things.
Oh, you bet the house.
Craps
You
is
bet-
cool.
Yeah,
I
it's the
like
best
craps.
odds of any casino game.
yeah.
I'll tell you my roulette story when we come back, but I got to go to break. We all got to go to break. Actually,
We don't like gambling.
the Car Bingo Show, carbingo.com. Go to the website, fill out some information. Top dollar for your vehicular. This is the Car Bingo Show on 950 KPRC. Welcome back to the Car Bingo Show on 950 KPRC. Ramon Robles here with Matthew Barroso, Frank Rios, Jennifer. We are here every Saturday trying to, quite honestly, give you the top dollar for that vehicle that's just sitting there. And in between those solicitations, we'd like to entertain you.
We'd like to give you gambling advice.
Correct.
Yeah.
I put one time $25 on 7 and 8 on the roulette table, split it, and I hit 8. So that was 17-1
Yeah.
on $25. So I forgot what that was. It was,
That's good.
I
That's
think,
good
$1.5
money.
trillion. I bought the
Nice.
casino. I forgot what it was.
You bought U2 tickets.
Yeah, I can afford U2 tickets. And that was it. I won that. Didn't play roulette the rest of the trip.
That's smart. They say you're supposed to do that.
Right.
But, I mean, you're there, right? You have all these
It's exciting. It's
machines and-
fun. Yeah. No, I kept gambling. Look, the Wynn Casino got that money back and then some over the 3 days I was there. But I never played roulette again. I
got you.
I gave it
I
up
got you.
in the slots and breakfast and dinners. They got their money back.
I think we talked about Baccarat a couple of shows
yeah. Oh, that's
back.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. How cool that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Interesting game.
you would be a Baccarat guy, naturally.
I don't know how to play again. With the same thing last time. I
should
didn't
go.
look it up or
Go
anything.
together.
But yeah, we should.
We should take a road trip to the Golden Nugget. Anybody gamble? I know we don't.
I love
drink.
to gamble.
Anybody
yes.
gamble?
Yes.
You don't gamble at all. Jennifer, do you gamble?
No.
No.
Only on heads when she's flipping a coin.
I bet I can get y'all to gamble.
I love to gamble.
I mean, I've done like little like.
I like to gamble
side
so
joking
much
bets,
that it's almost like not good for me to gamble.
Matthew, you want to bet that I can get you to gamble?
Let's bet. I got 50 on that one.
Yeah. And what do you like to play, Frank?
I like to play blackjack.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
usually play blackjack. I do like the crap table and I do like the roulette tables, and I've always wanted to play baccarat, but I never have. But yeah, blackjack is mostly what I do.
Okay. Okay. Well, we could get deep into the weeds with gambling stuff, but
I'm not a slot machine guy. Are you? You a slot machine?
I played them this past time I was there, and I won some,
you.
like couple $100, but it's exciting when it hits the 3 7s in a row and you don't know exactly what you've won,
Yeah.
and you just see the money occurring or adding up, and you go,
and the little sound, whatever it does. Yeah,
exactly, and then it'll stop at 120, and I won $120.
Yeah.
I like that part, but the
course.
whole, hey, I'm just pushing this button. Let me know if I've won anything.
Yeah.
It's tough.
So are you one of the guys that do you pull the one arm, or are you the
I'm old school
push
like that.
button?
I wish I could still insert the quarters, right?
Yeah,
Because then
yeah.
you're there a lot longer. But now it's
Yeah.
slide the money in.
Yeah.
There's your credits. And man, they have so many machines now. Maybe it was the casino I was at, but it's quarter machines, but you can play 9 times on a spin, which is what, $2.75 or whatever the math is. And so you don't realize that when you see the quarter machine, then it says, hey, you want to bet all 9 credits? Oh, whoa, wait a minute. Here.
Yeah.
High roller.
Same thing with the penny one, right? The penny one's going to add up.
Pennies
quick.
are even worse. Like my wife does that.
You guys might need to go to a meeting or something.
You know what? Maybe.
That or a casino. One of
Yeah,
the two.
right. Or to our Porsches because we've hit it big at the roulette
That's
table.
true. You know what? I might be the bum out here.
That's okay. All right, you and I have small children, Matthew. Are we excited about Halloween this year?
Oh yeah, my kids are already going nuts about. They love Nightmare.
Oh,
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yep.
So they made me go buy the inflatable,
My
whatever little
I was going to
character.
say Nightmare on Elm Street. What?
they love Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, I can't get them to stop slashing.
Every
No,
night.
I love that movie.
Yeah, every night before we go to bed, it's always "This is Halloween." This is. They sing that when we're lighting the.
Oh yeah, we actually went this past week. We went to Disney and we went to the Mickey's Not So Scary, and we met
Yeah.
Jack and Sally from.
Oh,
my son was wearing a Jack Skellington shirt. Literally, probably said 3 words all day to the other characters that he met, and when he saw Jack, man, he lit up like a Christmas tree. Man.
Yeah.
That is awesome, bro.
He was so
Good for
excited.
him. Cool.
We had probably more time than any other people that were in the line.
Oh, that's good.
And that line usually takes about 3 hours to go through. We got through it in about 10 minutes
Not a lot of people.
because we went after like the fireworks. This is a little insider baseball and
Okay.
Disney stuff.
Uh-huh.
We went right after the fireworks show, and they had the line open.
So y'all stayed there all day?
We were there from 4 p.m. to about midnight
Okay, so y'all got there later. Mm-hmm. Okay.
because it's for the party. You can't go in before that.
Oh,
But you get
I
to
see.
trick or treat with your kids in Disney, which is cool.
Yeah.
Everybody can wear costumes.
Oh,
It's pretty cool. You see some people with some pretty elaborate stuff, man.
See, before we had kids, my wife and I would go just about every year because our anniversary is on the 29th
Oh, nice.
of October. So we'd go anniversary,
Probably
Halloween.
packed.
Yeah. No, it wasn't packed.
No,
actually,
not on
'cause-
Halloween.
Well, on the 29th, the
Probably a day or
years
two
we
before.
went,
Yeah.
it was a Tuesday or Wednesday. Now, Halloween was a bit more crowded the night of Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween's always.
But what's amazing is literally the day after Halloween, I don't know how they do this, on November 1st,
Christmas.
boom, Christmas. Just
I don't know how
overnight.
they do it either,
How
man.
cool. Man.
Overnight.
They probably have a
We're
psycho.
just like
huge-
on standby, like right at
Of
11:59.
course.
Yeah, like
easily,
NASCAR pit
yeah,
crew.
100%.
But it was amazing because then we went back and it was a totally different park.
The organization, right? It's
God, we got to go back.
I mean, that's why Disney's Disney, right?
Yeah, right. Exactly. It is the Magic Kingdom.
You know, on the main street when you first walk in, you know how there's American flags
Mm-hmm.
all the way down. You know that those are not real American flags,
No.
and they have them fake. They have less stripes and less stars, so it's not an actual American flag. It's a parody of one, so they don't have to ever take them down.
Oh, neat. That's smart when you think about that.
is smart,
That way
yeah.
it can get rained on. And,
Exactly.
Oh, Look at
I didn't know
Disney.
that until I knew that.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Actually, that's cool.
Random Disney facts brought to you by Carbingo
And gambling
and gambling. Yeah.
advice brought to you by carbingo.com. Sell your car, guaranteed payout.
Not a gamble.
Well, Jennifer, to each their own. That's like
Sell
your
your car,
opinion.
get the money, put it all on red. And let it roll.
Selling your car with anything but Carbingo's a gamble. Sell your car at Carbingo.com.
That's funny.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine that I went to Vegas with, he's a degenerate. He has a system.
Sounds like a nice guy.
He has a system where he puts $10 on red, and if he loses, $20 on red.
Yes.
Loses $40, and he doubles it every time, so that eventually, as long as you have the money, you're going to win, and you're going to get your money back.
Except in your case, when you roll 30 times without crapping out.
I know.
That could add up. It was,
That can't add
Did
up.
you buy a lottery ticket after?
I did buy the Powerball, but it was in California when I bought it. I don't know what happened this past Wednesday. If anybody,
So you might be a multimillionaire. You don't even know it.
billionaire.
Ooh,
Well, not
Yeah.
a single billionaire, 1 billion.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I was explaining to my kids the lottery and how it's played and won. All they could hear was $1.7 billion. And they're, Dad, can we buy a car? Yes. You could actually buy a car if you
literally.
wanted.
well, that's the only thing I hear. What do you hear when you the 1.7 billion? What else is there to hear?
you tell him-
I don't
did you
care
tell him
about the
about-
rest.
Yeah.
Did you tell them it's a conspiracy that the government's keeping the money?
No, I did not.
Conspiracy. I
That's what
love
you
it.
should be telling
Kid, take a seat. Let me explain something.
Let
to
Daddy
you.
talk to you real quick.
Man to man.
Go get my beer.
Get your booger out of your finger.
Oh,
Let's see here. So yeah, I didn't win 1.7 billion. Somebody in
okay.
California did. So that's why I'm back at work.
right.
We family of teeth brushers. We brush our teeth. Everybody.
Yeah, I
Good
would say
teeth
so.
brusher.
I do it on Wednesdays.
You
yes.
said that rather. You said that kind of like a guilty conscience, Jennifer. Like, yeah, all right.
Isn't it assumed everyone?
Well,
Did everybody
I mean,
do
you
this? Like
should.
when they say
you
like,
should
yeah, I do.
kind of rub your teeth with
Yeah.
your tongue.
Got a little lunch left in there.
Well, according to dentists, you're brushing your teeth wrong.
Probably.
Yeah, here we go. Mistake number 1, brushing too hard. It's bad for your gums and probably isn't helping your teeth either. The tips of the bristles do the cleaning.
Right.
Don't
Yeah.
get
My
don't try
dentists
to
have
get-
told me that.
Me too. Actually, I always do.
They say calm down.
Yeah, calm
That's
down.
basically all it is. Calm down.
Rinsing right after you brush. It washes away the fluoride in the toothpaste. So wait at least 2 minutes before you swish.
Oh, that's way too long.
Yeah, I think
I'm
so
out.
too.
That's my mentality.
The most.
I ain't got 2 minutes to wait.
Who needs a stupid fluoride?
Fluoride's in our water anyway, Matthew.
Oh,
Right?
it is.
Using the same toothbrush too long. Replace your toothbrush every 3 months.
That I've heard and I do.
Yep.
I don't because I like the grip on mine.
So buy the same one.
You go to the store. It's
Oh
it's
my
enough for me to
gosh.
remember deodorant. You know,
Yeah.
it's like
Just do an in-store
man.
pickup. You don't have to remember when you go.
Yeah, you're right. And I think Amazon sells toothbrushes.
Exactly.
Brushing right after eating or drinking stuff that's sugary or acidic. That includes coffee.
Coffee,
It
yeah.
can damage your enamel. So wait at least 30 minutes.
Huh, I didn't know that.
That's what I heard is truth. They say brush your teeth, then drink, as opposed to drink and then brush.
That's crazy.
But doesn't it make the coffee taste different?
Yeah.
Interesting. That's
If
interesting.
That's
you
why-
like enamel, you don't care. But
Yeah.
if you don't like enamel, do
That's why I don't brush my teeth.
Right.
See, all you hot shots are like, who doesn't brush it? I don't. It's just too complicated. Don't brush. Brush. Too
Enamel
hard.
is way too valuable to brush your teeth.
All right. Do we got to go to break? Yeah, I think we got to go to break. All right. Well,
We're close, yeah.
yeah, we got one more segment after this.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys want to do one?
Do one more. This is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC. We're back. This is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC. I am Ramon Robles along with Frank Rios, Matthew Barroso, and Jennifer. Carbingo.com is the website, carbingo.com. Sell them your vehicular, or if you're in the market for a new vehicular, Classic Elite Chevy Sugarland. ClassicElite.com is the website. Great deals, and between Monday and through Friday before noon, if you buy a vehicular, free TV.
Free TV when you buy a vehicular Monday through Friday before noon. and you can sell as your card Carbingo and use the tax savings after a while. You don't have to buy it right away.
That's crazy.
So if you're planning on using that money to go gambling,
Yeah.
or to go to take a trip or whatever, that's fine. Come back and then we'll apply towards your purchase of your card. ClassicElite.com. Lots of inventory. 3 dealerships now under one roof.
That's too many. That's a monopoly.
ClassicElite.com.
The government's going to break that up.
Gambling information not affiliated with Carbingo.com.
Yeah.
Speaking of, do you not gamble because you don't like the idea of the thought of losing money? It doesn't excite you?
Unfortunately, I am a control freak. So the idea that I'm not going to get what I need or whatever.
You could get back more.
Yeah, but I don't like
Yeah.
I don't like risk.
Yeah. Okay. There it is.
Yeah.
Don't like risk. Jennifer, what about you? Sorry.
I'm just bad at it.
Yeah. Well,
I don't trust myself.
Yeah. No, I get it. Then
It's
slots
fun.
Would be
I
for
do
you.
think it's fun. Like I've played poker and stuff, and it's
Yeah.
fun because
Yeah.
it's like the excitement of, will I win the pot? Will I won't? You ante up, put a little more money, whatever.
Yeah.
It's fun, but
The worst thing about gambling to me is when you lose and you lose quickly. Blackjack does that for me. If I'm losing money and I'm doing it over 3 hours, 4 hours, I'm okay with that because
Yeah, fun.
I'm sitting there getting free drinks, quote unquote, free drinks.
I like doing stuff that guarantees money at the end of it.
Yeah.
I flip shoes sometimes, like
Oh yeah,
like sneakers and stuff, because you get like limited release shoes and stuff. So I'll get them, and if I don't like them or I don't want them, or whatever, but I know they resell, you can flip them and get it $120, $30.
what's the most you've made profit on one?
Probably like $200.
That's pretty good. Can you tell me the story?
I bought the shoe online cheap. I guess somebody who didn't want them or they needed to get them rid of them. I don't know why,
They were
but they
stolen.
sold them real cheap. I think I paid like $80 for it. Was like a $200 pair of shoe. I paid like $80, and then I resold them for like $250 or whatever the math is.
Yeah,
on it.
yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And then I
like-
use that money to buy another pair of shoes. And another pair.
YouTube has algorithmed me to a guy who receives people's shoes to sell, and he looks at them, looks at the box, looks at the shoes, looks at the tissue paper. He's like, "Sorry, man, these are fake."
Is he like a eBay guy?
I'm not sure.
It's like at a sneaker convention place.
The one I saw was a sneaker store.
Is it Remy the Icon?
I don't know.
Does he have short curly hair?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Am I being detained?
Were your eyes closed when you look at the screen?
Well, I wasn't looking at him so much as the shoe because he's looking at the shoe, and I'm trying to think, okay, what could he see?
I'll play the fifth.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
All right, all right. Let's see.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah,
Your
please.
friend that bet and then doubled the bet and then doubled the bet on it. How did he do? Did he win? Does
He went to
win?
jail. he got
kicked out of the
belligerent. And, yeah, he doubled his bet 17 times and then never. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, he came out. I don't know what the math is. Well, I don't remember what the math is. If you keep doubling, I thought you would just win your money. I guess you just win your money back. You get even with the house.
So he's just
And-
playing for fun, really.
unless you get on the
Well,
hot
you win
streak.
the original bet, I guess.
Yeah. But then to come up ahead, you have to go on a couple of
But
streaks.
how can you get on a hot streak on like a roulette table?
It's not talent, obviously.
Right.
It's just luck. There's no skill involved.
Do you believe that, like, I mean, obviously, like, card counting's a thing. Mm-hmm. Like, Dana White from the UFC is a huge gambler.
Okay.
And he says that he has it.
Well,
So
now
that places hate him, basically.
they have so many decks now. That's why they have a bunch of decks on the shoe. They call it the shoe for blackjack. It's impossible. It's really hard to count all those decks. But if it's like a one deck, then of course they count.
Yeah, that's easier.
I saw a video of like a resort that has like a casino in it. It's like a super high-end resort. They have a casino in it for the people. Then they have a casino within the casino for the VIPs. And then they have like a back room super VIP where it's like for like the Kardashian type people.
Oh, wow.
And they have like one blackjack table with like the table's black, everything's blacked out, super nice. And they're like, yeah, it's like a minimum, whatever, 50,000.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Crazy number. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, we stayed at the Bellagio. That's not where I would stay typically because that's high dollar.
The Bellagio.
I don't mind spending, not Bellagio, I'm sorry, the Wynn. Sorry. And I don't mind spending money on a nice hotel because it's nice, but I don't like staying there because all the gambling tables, the limits are $100, minimum $100 on roulette and stuff. So you have to at least be betting 100 at a time. And I went there because my buddy, the degenerate, went to the roulette table. This was before he started doubling the bets.
Let's give him a fake name.
And he was, we'll call him Jonathan.
Call him D.
Yeah, we'll call him D for dumb. So the 2 roulette tables, and he's just watching because the numbers will pop up on screens now, so you can see the past 12 spins or whatever. And he would sit there, pull out a wad of hundreds, and just look and go 12, and he'd reach over to the dealer, hey, put that on 12, and lose. And then the next spin, he'd look, oh, I put 18. I mean, $100 at a time. And this went on for about 20 minutes. He lost probably $5,000. Never won that turn. And I was just thinking, man, I want to be you when I grow up. To be able to lose that kind of money and go, well, I guess we'll go eat breakfast.
That's why I don't gamble.
I mean,
you lose so
well,
much
you
money.
only play what you're willing to lose.
I would feel like the lifespan of 90% of the people probably is lost.
But no matter how much you watch, I'm sorry, going back on the thing, your friend watching the board, no matter how many, what do you look at, it's still 1 in 36.
Correct.
It's not going to like hit one twice.
right.
Or because it hasn't hit 18 and 55 times, it's going to hit 18 this time.
But here's what drives you crazy. If you don't play and you think, okay, 8, and it hits 8, you kick yourself. Because if you would have just bet that, you would have won it.
Right.
But of course, when you put the money out there, something happens, something changes. And
It just rolls towards the dealer every time.
Yeah. But I did see a guy who
Every
had
time.
at least $7,000 or $8,000 chips that he had won in roulette. And he was betting probably $200 at a time, various numbers and stuff. But the dude had a stack of chips about 3 inches that were $1,000. And of course, the pit bosses were like, hey, Mr. Rodriguez, how are you? Good, good, you know. And it was there's no talent in roulette, but when it hits, that rush of, oh yeah, that ball stops.
He's just lucky.
Yeah, that's exactly all it is. But that's what makes it fun
But
too,
like
because
blackjack, there's some skill
Yes,
involved.
correct.
Poker, there's a lot of skill involved. The same people winning all the time. But in roulette, even dice, I mean, there's skill in the betting of craps, right? But I mean, roulette, I don't know.
there's no skill in roulette,
Right?
at all, at zero. But it's the easiest barrier of entry. Anybody can go and just pick a number or just pick a color, red or black.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody can play it, and that's the exciting part. Is come on, Mom. I know you don't like to gamble, but here's your birthday, 15.
Yeah, I guess so.
Right, Matthew?
Sure.
I'm a little disappointed in this week's show in that we hadn't talked about food one time.
Dude, I was just about to say it.
How interesting.
At least we're not talking about food. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, but I think I had a food story here.
I feel like
Oh, I know I did. Go ahead.
as Frank has gotten thinner and more handsome, the conversation of food is no longer.
Yeah.
You say we.
Yep.
The conversation of food is not at the forefront anymore.
It ought to be. The top selling Halloween candies in every state over the past 16 years. This surprised me. Am I the only one that absolutely loves Snickers?
I love Snickers.
Okay, we all
I like Snickers.
Okay, but do you love Snickers, Jennifer?
Well, like on a scale of 1 to 10, it's like an 8.
Okay, that's good.
I would put that in love category.
Snickers is number 10 of the top selling Halloween candies in
Because
every state.
kids don't like peanuts.
Number 1. Anybody want to guess what the number 1 selling candy is across the country?
Reese's peanut butter cups.
That is exactly right.
It's got to be. It's the best candy in
But
the
that has
world.
peanuts.
Gross.
It's simple. It's minimal,
I like
it's
Reese's
delicious.
cups. Number 2,
Kit Kat.
I'm going to say M&M's.
M&M's is number 2. Ryan, are you overlooking my shoulder? Hot tamales is number 3.
What?
I like me the hot tamales, man.
tamales.
I love me. In fact, y'all have hot
That's not
tamales
even
in,
in top 100.
in the vending machine downstairs. I'm gonna give me some hot
I
tamales.
haven't had one of those things since I was a kid. I
I
think.
forgot
No
those
way.
were a thing.
That's all right.
me too.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
right.
We've been given the hook.
Oh, quick, what are the top 5?
Let's see. Reese's 1, M&M's, hot tamales, Skittles number 4, number 5, Sour Patch Kids.
Sour Patch Kids is not.
I'll accept Skittles.
Number 8's candy corn. Somebody needs to be shot.
I like him.
Wow. I like candy corn.
I do too.
That's
like
crazy. Y'all are crazy.
Weirdos.
All right. I bet y'all 5-1 that we'll be back next week.
I'm in.
All right.
I'll take that
I
back.
will be here, but I'm not betting.
This is the Carbingo Show. Carbingo.com. Sell them your car for all the money for your gambling habits. This is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC.